Have you ever stopped to think that you might be a chosen one of God? Many people go through life without realizing that they have a greater purpose. They feel that they are different, that they see the world in a unique way, and that they face challenges that seem incomprehensible to others. This feeling of being different can be confusing and lonely, but know that it is not by chance. God always sends signs to those He calls, and these signs may be the key to understanding your special mission. If you have ever felt like you are on a different path, with challenges more intense than those of others, it is possible that you are being guided by a greater force. These challenges are not just obstacles. They are opportunities for growth and learning. Each difficulty you face may be shaping you for something grand. It is as if God is preparing you for a mission that goes beyond what you can imagine. Often, these signs manifest in subtle ways. You may feel a strong intuition, have dreams that seem like messages, or even notice that some people distance themselves from you without explanation. These moments can be unsettling, but they are part of the divine plan. They indicate that you are being called to something greater, something that can impact not only your life, but also the lives of others around you. In this video, we will explore the signs that show you have been chosen by God. We will talk about how to recognize these signs and understand what they mean for your journey. If you identify with this feeling of being different and sense that there is a greater purpose in your life, stay with us. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. By doing so, you join a community of people who are also seeking to understand their callings and live their missions. Let's discover together the signs that God is sending to you. Since childhood, you may have noticed that you feel different from other people. While many around you seem to fit perfectly into the norms and expectations of society, you feel that your way of thinking and seeing the world does not align with the majority. This feeling of not belonging can be uncomfortable and often lonely. You may have wondered why you can't simply accept things as they are, as most do. While many go with the flow, you are the one who questions. You wonder why things are the way they are, and if there is a greater reason behind it all. This curiosity is an important part of who you are. You are not satisfied with superficial answers. You seek to understand what lies behind appearances. This quest for meaning may make you feel out of place, but it is also a sign that you are being called to something different. Most people may accept life as it is, but you feel that there is something more. You realize that the world is full of injustices, inequalities, and problems that need to be solved. This awareness can be heavy, but it is also a sign that you have a greater purpose. You are not here just to go through the days. You are here to make a difference. This feeling that there is a greater purpose in your life is a clear indication that you have been chosen for a different path. Often, this feeling of not fitting in can lead to moments of loneliness. You may feel isolated, as if you are on an island while everyone around you is in a boat sailing together. It is normal to feel this way, but it is important to remember that this loneliness is not a sign of weakness. In fact, it is a sign of strength. You have the courage to be different, to think outside the box, and to seek a path that is unique to you. This difference can manifest in various ways. You may have interests that are not common among your friends or family. While they may be focused on things that seem trivial, you may be more interested in deep issues such as spirituality, social justice, or the meaning of life. This quest for a greater purpose may make you feel disconnected, but it is exactly what makes you special. It is important to remember that being different is a blessing. You have the ability to see what others do not see, and to feel what others do not feel. This sensitivity is a fundamental part of your calling. You may be the person who brings light to others, helping them see beyond what is on the surface. Your unique vision can inspire those around you to question, to seek, and to fight for a better world. If you feel this way, know that you are not alone. Many people who feel chosen also face this sense of not belonging. They may have gone through similar experiences and, over time, learn to embrace their difference. This journey can be challenging, but it is also incredibly rewarding. By accepting who you are and what you feel, you begin to align with your true purpose. Remember that your journey is unique, and that every step you take toward your purpose is important. Do not be afraid to be different. Embrace your uniqueness and use it as a strength. You may not fit into traditional molds, but that does not mean you do not have a place in the world. In fact, your difference is what can make the greatest difference. You have been called to a special path, and this feeling of not belonging is just a part of your discovery process. If you feel like you are always facing challenges, know that this is common among the chosen ones. Life is not easy for those who have a greater purpose. Often you may encounter difficulties, betrayals, and losses that seem unfair. These moments can be painful and discouraging. But it is important to understand that these trials are not there to destroy you. In fact, they play a fundamental role in your journey. Each challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. When you go through difficult situations, you are being shaped and strengthened. These experiences may feel heavy, but they are preparing you for the mission that God has for your life. It is as if each battle you fight is teaching you something valuable, something that will be useful in the future. Perhaps you have gone through moments when you felt betrayed by someone you trusted. These experiences can leave scars, but they can also teach you about the importance of trusting yourself and God. Each loss you face may be painful, but it can also make room for new opportunities and new beginnings. Life has a way of teaching us important lessons, even when we do not understand why at the time. If your life has been marked by battles, know that you are not alone. Many people who feel chosen face similar challenges. These struggles are part of the transformation process you are experiencing. Each difficulty you overcome makes you stronger and more prepared for what is to come. It is as if you are being prepared for something grand, something that goes beyond what you can imagine. Remember that difficulties do not define who you are. They are just a part of your story. What really matters is how you react to these situations. You can choose to rise after each fall and keep fighting. This resilience is a powerful quality that many chosen ones possess. By facing challenges with courage and determination, you are getting closer to your true purpose. Life can be full of tests, but each one is a chance to become the best version of yourself. When you look back and see everything you have already overcome, you may realize how much you have grown. Each battle faced is proof that you are stronger than you think. And by continuing on this journey, you are preparing to fulfill the mission that God has for you. So the next time you feel overwhelmed by difficulties, remember that they are shaping you. Each challenge is an opportunity for learning and growth. You are being prepared for something greater, and your journey, with all its struggles, is an essential part of this process. Keep going strong, because every step you take brings you closer to your purpose. You know the friendships we have or make throughout life? Have you noticed that some of them have faded away without you understanding why? Sometimes people who were once close begin to drift apart, and this can be confusing and painful. You may wonder if you did something wrong or if there is something wrong with you. However, it is important to know that this distancing is not a coincidence. When God chooses someone for a special purpose, He begins to remove from that person's life everything and everyone that may hinder their growth. This process can be difficult to accept. You may feel the pain of loss and the loneliness that comes with the distancing from people who were once important. It is natural to want to understand what happened and seek answers. But often, The truth is that some people simply cannot keep up with you on your journey. They may not be ready for what is to come, or may not share the same vision as you. This does not mean that you are unworthy of love or friendship. It means that your path is different, and that you are being prepared for something greater. When you dedicate yourself to following your purpose, it may be that some people cannot handle this change. They may feel threatened or uncomfortable with your evolution. This can lead to criticism or distant behavior. It is important to remember that these reactions do not reflect who you are, but rather how others deal with their own insecurities. The distancing can be a form of protection, both for you and for them. God has a plan for your life, and part of that plan may involve leaving behind relationships that are no longer healthy or that do not contribute to your growth. Sometimes the people who distance themselves from you are not prepared for the new phase you are entering. This can be especially true if you have started to connect more deeply with your spirituality or to seek a greater purpose. Some people may not understand this change and therefore distance themselves. It is normal to feel sadness and even anger regarding these losses. You may feel wronged, especially if there was no clear explanation for what happened. However, it is essential to remember that God never removes something from your life without a greater purpose. Each distancing is an opportunity for you to focus on yourself and your journey. It is an invitation to look within and discover who you really are and what you want to achieve. This process of distancing can open space for new connections. As you distance yourself from people who are not aligned with your purpose, you also create space for those who are. New friendships may arise, people who share your beliefs and who are willing to walk alongside you. These new connections can be more meaningful and enriching, as they are based on mutual understanding and similar goals. Moreover, the distancing can be an opportunity for you to strengthen yourself. When you learn to deal with the loss of relationships, you develop resilience and self-confidence. You begin to realize that your happiness does not depend on others, but rather on how you see yourself and what you value. This self-discovery is an important part of your spiritual and personal growth. Remember that each person who comes into and leaves your life has a purpose. Some come to teach valuable lessons, while others may be there only for a time. What matters is that you continue to follow your path, trusting that God is guiding your steps. The distancing from some people may be painful, but it is a sign that you are moving toward what truly matters. If you find yourself in a situation where people are distancing themselves, do not despair. Instead, see this as an opportunity for growth. Focus on connecting with those who truly matter and who are willing to support your journey. Life is full of changes, and each one brings new possibilities. Embrace these changes and trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Notice that, even in moments of doubt or uncertainty, there is something within you that always leads you back to God. This connection can be intense and often inexplicable. It is as if there is a greater force calling you, guiding you towards something deeper. This feeling of connection with the divine is a clear sign that you are in tune with your spiritual purpose. Many people go through periods of questioning. It is normal to have doubts about faith, about life, and about what truly matters. However, even in these moments of uncertainty, you may feel an uncontrollable urge to seek answers. This quest can manifest in various ways. Perhaps you feel the need to read more about spirituality, to participate in prayer groups, or to delve into sacred texts. This thirst for knowledge and understanding is a reflection of your connection with the divine. When you feel this desire to connect with something greater, it is the Holy Spirit acting in your life. This internal force drives you to seek a deeper relationship with God. You may feel that there is a calling within you, something that motivates you to explore your spirituality and better understand your place in the world. This quest is an essential part of your journey and can bring a sense of peace and purpose. Sometimes, this connection can manifest in moments of silence and reflection. You may find comfort in meditation, prayer, or contemplating nature. These moments of connection can be profoundly transformative, allowing you to feel God's presence more intensely. It is in these moments that you may realize that you are not alone, and that there is a greater force watching over you. Moreover, this connection with the divine can help you face life's challenges. When you feel guided by something greater, difficulties may seem easier to bear. You may find strength in your beliefs and in the certainty that you are being guided toward your purpose. This faith can give you the courage to face obstacles and move forward, even when the path seems uncertain. It is important to remember that this connection with the divine does not mean that you will not have doubts or difficulties. We all go through moments of uncertainty. What matters is how you deal with these moments. Instead of being carried away by doubt, you can choose to turn to God and seek the guidance you need. This choice to connect with the divine is a powerful step in your spiritual journey. If you feel this strong connection with God, know that it is a gift. It is an opportunity to grow and develop spiritually. Embrace this connection to explore your faith and deepen your relationship with the divine. Do not be afraid to ask questions and seek answers. Every step you take toward this connection is a step toward your true purpose. Remember that you are not alone on this journey. Many people also feel this connection with the divine and are seeking to understand their role in the world. By opening yourself to this connection, you may find support and inspiration in others who share the same quest. Together, you can grow and strengthen each other in faith, helping one another to follow the path that God has prepared. This connection with the divine is a fundamental part of who you are. Value this connection and allow it to guide you on your journey. By doing so, you will be aligning yourself with your purpose and preparing to fulfill the mission that God has for you. For example, have you ever woken up from a dream and felt that there was something deeper behind it? Many people who feel chosen by God often receive messages through dreams or visions. If you have ever had a dream that felt like a warning or direction, know that this may be a way for God to speak to you. Dreams have a special power. They can show us things that we cannot see in everyday life. Sometimes, you may dream of a situation that is about to happen or a decision you need to make. These dreams can be confusing, but they often bring a clarity that you did not expect. It is as if, during the night, your mind is processing information and revealing truths that you need to hear. In addition to dreams, you may also have visions or strong intuitions in moments of silence. It may be that, in a moment of reflection, you feel a certainty about something you need to do or avoid. This intuition can be so clear that it feels like direct guidance from God. These moments of insight are precious and should be valued. They are signs that you are connected to something greater and that you are being guided on your journey. It is important to pay attention to these signs. When you have a dream or a vision that seems significant, take some time to reflect on what it might mean. Ask yourself, what is this dream trying to tell me? Or, how can I apply this intuition in my life? Often the answers can arise when you allow yourself to contemplate what you are feeling. These signs are not mere coincidences. They are ways for God to communicate with you, guiding you to follow the right path. When you begin to recognize these moments as divine messages, your perception of life can change. You may feel more connected to your spirituality and more aware of the directions you are taking. Sometimes, it can be difficult to understand what a dream or vision really means. It is normal to feel confused or uncertain. If this happens, do not hesitate to seek support. Talking to someone who shares your faith or who has experience in interpreting dreams can be helpful. They can offer a new perspective and help you see the meaning that you may not have noticed. Additionally, keep a journal of your dreams and visions. Writing down what you dreamed and how you felt can help identify patterns and recurring themes. Over time, you may notice that certain dreams connect with events in your life or with decisions you need to make. This record can become a valuable tool for better understanding your spiritual journey. Remember that you are not alone in this experience. Many people report having dreams and visions that change their lives. These moments of clarity can be transformative and can guide you toward your purpose. By opening yourself to these experiences, you are allowing yourself to receive the guidance that God has for you. If you have been dreaming or feeling visions that seem like messages, trust that this is part of your calling. These experiences are a way for God to communicate with you and help you find your way. Be attentive to these signs and allow them to guide you on your journey. By doing so, you will be aligning yourself with your purpose and preparing to fulfill the mission that God has for you. Furthermore, if you feel a weight in your heart when witnessing injustices, know that this is a powerful sign that you are chosen. Those who have a greater purpose cannot ignore what is wrong. Injustice and the suffering of others awaken a deep compassion and an almost uncontrollable need to act. This restlessness in the face of the suffering of others is a reflection of the mission that God has placed within you. While many around you may choose to look the other way, you feel that you need to do something. This urgency to help those who are in difficulty is a striking characteristic of the chosen ones. You may feel compelled to get involved in social causes, to fight for justice, or to support those who have no voice. This passion for making a difference is a clear sign of your calling. You are not here just to live your life. You are here to impact the lives of others. However, this quest for justice and truth may not be easy. When you stand up against what is unjust, you may become a target. People around you may criticize your actions, try to demotivate you, or even treat you with disdain. This happens because your light disturbs those who still live in darkness. Your determination to do what is right can challenge the comfort zone of others, and this can generate resistance. It is important to remember that persecution and criticism are clear signs that you are on the right path. If no one tried to stop you, it would mean that you were not making any impact. The truth often disturbs, and those who feel threatened by your light may try to silence it. But do not let this discourage you. Instead, see these difficulties as a confirmation that you are fulfilling your mission. When you dedicate yourself to fighting for justice, you become an agent of change. Your compassion and determination can inspire others to join you in the quest for a better world. Every act of kindness, every effort to help those in need, is a seed that you plant. These seeds can grow and flourish, impacting lives in ways that you may never see. Moreover, this connection to justice and truth can strengthen your faith. By acting on behalf of what is right, you align more deeply with the values that God wants you to live. This journey can be challenging, but it is also incredibly rewarding. You may find a sense of purpose and fulfillment in seeing the positive impact that your actions have on the lives of others. If you feel this restlessness in your heart, do not ignore it. Allow this passion for justice and truth to guide your actions. Remember that you are not alone in this fight. Many people share this desire to make a difference and are willing to join you. Together, you can create a powerful movement toward change. Your light is needed in this world. Keep shining, even when you face resistance. Your determination to seek justice and truth is an essential part of your calling. By following this path, You will be fulfilling the mission that God has placed in your heart and making a difference in the lives of many. If you identified with the signs that you are chosen, know that God has something grand reserved for your life. However, accepting this calling requires courage and determination. Are you willing to embrace your purpose? Are you ready to walk in faith, even when difficulties arise? It is essential to leave behind what holds you back and follow the path that God has prepared for you. The chosen ones are not defined only by the signs they receive, but by the decisions they make. Now that you recognize the truth about your journey, the choice is in your hands. You can choose to move forward, trusting that God is by your side, or you can hesitate and remain in your comfort zone. Remember that you are not alone on this journey. Many people are also seeking to understand their purpose and face their challenges. Share your experiences and reflections with someone who also needs to hear this. Together, you can support and encourage each other to follow the path that God has prepared. Accepting your calling is an important step toward living a full and meaningful life. Have faith in yourself and in divine guidance. The world needs your light and your courage. Be ready to take that step and embrace what God has for you.